And if when I ask the question, so if I say to you, how would you describe this program? It'd be great if you could say, I would describe this program as, I would describe the Inside Out Adventure as, so that I'll get edited out, but it still makes sense if you've kind of repeated the question and you answer. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm ready.
Cool. Okay, so we'll get straight into it. So, so you've completed 3 months of the Inside Out Adventure. How would you describe the Inside Out Adventure?
I describe the Inside Out Adventure as something profound. For me personally, it's been transformational, both in terms of, I came into the course expecting it to be a bit different to a normal leadership course, but what I found is it's something substantially different. It's put me as a person at the centre of it, and then from that we've kind of looked at how I react as a leader, but things that are central to me, like my values, my purpose, but then also how that impacts on others. And it's helped me look to find something that I wanted to reconnect with. So what's my true kind of authentic self? And we've done that through a series of fantastic visual exercises, reflections, activities, the Outside Adventure itself, which was a week away in Spain. But yeah, it's had such an effect on me that I don't think I yet know the full effect of it.
Fantastic. And if you think about kind of elements of the program, so there's kind of the coaching, the weekly workshops, the outdoor adventure activities. When you think about elements of the program, which of the elements of the program have been best for you? Which of the elements of the program have been most memorable for you?
So I'd say the periods or the activities within the program that have been the most standout for me have been, one, the coaching. The whole course is designed kind of with coaching as an essence, so it's got a kind of coaching feel to the whole program. But the actual coaching sessions, I've had the fortune of having Amara as my coach, and it's been fantastic. I've not had coaching before, and if this is anything to go by, it's truly something that everyone should do. But that has been fantastic. We also had the opportunity to do a 4-day outdoor activity session in the mountains in Spain, which I'll never forget. And that was a series of different events. But the one standout for me within that was something called canyoning. So where you basically follow a river down and you're presented with a series of different challenges. And that had, in one of the reflections we talked about it, but had kind of almost a spiritual effect on me, which I kind of very closely align with how I now view kind of life in general, around a series of tasks, challenges, but how you face them, what pathways you navigate. And that had quite a significant impact on me. But throughout the program, it's really well put together. So there's activities, there's different things you can read, and all of the supporting literature and is really well thought through. So you really get a feeling of immersing yourself in the topics that we're looking at.
Fantastic. And let's talk about the coaching a little bit, because what have you found useful about the coaching experience? What have you found most useful about the way the coaching experience has been run?
So I've found the most useful things within the coaching has been the challenging nature. Some people may... Yep, sure.
Sorry, it's my
Right.
my fault.
That's all right.
I do apologise.
Because we haven't gone into the coaching so much, so
okay.
Kind of,
yeah.
Like what you found useful about it. All
good? Sorry about that.
It's all right. No, it's fine. So, what have you found most useful in the way the coaching experience has played out for you?
So I found the aspects of the coaching most useful has been the opportunity to talk to someone about what's been going on both within the course, but actually anything that we'd wanted to bring into it. The quality of coaching has been exceptionally high, and it's allowed me to really think about things in a very different way. Some people may find the nature difficult, but the challenging nature that I've had, so I've been constantly challenged around, why are we thinking that and what, and that has unlocked things that are within all of us, but in a way that then is supported through how to think about it, relating it back to what we've been doing in the course, but other things outside. And it has truly had a profound effect on the way that I have been thinking, but also how I'm approaching things now. And it's given me a real connection with things that I'd forgotten, and other parts of the course have done the same, but a kind of reconnection with learnings that I've had in other activities, things I've done in previous roles, this role, but I'd kind of lost, and it's kind of brought it back together, and it's given me a kind of platform to then push on through.
Great. If you were talking to people who were thinking, oh, maybe we should do this kind of a program, or kind of curious about whether they should do this kind of a program, what would you say to them?
If someone was thinking of doing this program, I'd simply just say do it. I mean, that's sort of a simple statement. If you're thinking about whether you're someone who's looking to maybe do it for your department or your organisation, if you're truly thinking about how you can make the individuals and the people within your teams and your organisation stronger as leaders, then do this course. It puts, to be honest, other courses I've done around leadership to shame, because it puts the person as a human being at the centre and then develops the leadership approach around that. Other ones I've done have been a lot more activities, outputs. This has been something that nurtures the essence of the person and then applies it to the leadership.
Fantastic. And what words would you use to describe this whole inside-out adventure? If you came up with kind of 3 or 4 adjectives, words to describe the program, what words would you use?
So if I was to describe the program in 3 or 4 words, I would use transformational, profound, exciting, challenging, I'll go for a 5th, emotional.
Cool.
Some questions. You've used the words profound, emotional, spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
One of the other guys mentioned it was a loving course.
Mm-hmm.
Not normally words you hear in leadership training. Do you want to unpack that a bit more?
Yeah, sure.
Looking at me.
Yep. How do you want me to answer that in terms of a question? Do you want me to just talk about it in terms of...
What's been some of the unique aspects of this program, which maybe make it different from other things you've done?
Okay. Some of the unique things that set this course apart from different things I've done have been, I guess, from the outset, a nurturing kind of loving environment that's allowed us as a group and individually to really grow as we've gone through the program. The space has felt very, very trusted, and a phrase that often gets used around meeting spaces is creating a safe space. But this has probably been the first genuine safe space that I've worked within, or particularly in kind of training courses. And although the program has been a series of 1 week, it's felt very immersive. So it's felt that although we're only meeting on a once a week basis, you felt part of the course all the way through, and it's felt hugely supportive and very much enabling of us as leaders to grow in our different ways. And that's been another really nice aspect, which is not demanded that we all do the same thing and that this is what leadership is and this is how you are a leader. It's actually going back to the point around being kind of the human at the middle, at the centre of it. It's allowed us to grow and develop and look at ourselves individually and then look at how we affect others.
Fantastic.
Right.
Right, have you done this before? Have you done this kind of
Never
media
done,
stuff
no,
before?
no.
It's very